Good morning from outside Mar-a-Lago. We are following the developments this morning. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu expected to meet with the Republican nominee, former President Donald Trump, here at Mar-a-Lago in just a few hours. And as you can imagine, security has been ramped up ahead of this visit. This morning, you will notice more law enforcement officers up and down Southern Boulevard and in the area here on Palm Beach. No traffic on the road or on the water will be allowed near Mar-a-Lago most of the day. The Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office, West Palm Beach Police, along with Martin County and Broward County deputies, along with Florida Highway Patrol, they're all working with the Secret Service ahead of this visit.
We're well trained at this. We protected the president for 4 years here. We've never had a glitch.
This is nothing new to us. We've had rallies, we've had protests here before.
Authorities say they expect demonstrators and supporters this morning. They will provide space on both sides of the road, but they say they will also have 2 correction buses here for anyone who gets onto the road or blocks the motorcade. Now, the Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office says the Prime Minister is expected to arrive in South Florida around 11 o'clock in the morning. We are told it will be a 2 to 3 hour process from when he lands, makes his way here to Mar-a-Lago, and then heads back over to the airport. So again, just expect those road closures during that time. There will be a rolling motorcade as the Prime Minister arrives here at Mar-a-Lago and also heads back to the airport. Security around Palm Beach and Mar-a-Lago was already ramped up following that attempted assassination from a few weeks ago in Pennsylvania. Those closures impact the intersections of South County Road and South Ocean Boulevard down to the traffic circle where Southern Boulevard and South Ocean Boulevard connect. Only people who live on Palm Beach and service providers will be allowed in the area, and of course you will have to show your identification in order to get through. Netanyahu's visit to Palm Beach comes one day after sitting down with President Joe Biden and now presumptive Democratic nominee Vice President Kamala Harris. The two of them say that they urge the Prime Minister to accept a ceasefire deal and find a way to release more people being held captive by Hamas. He and President Biden also met privately with families of American hostages. Meanwhile, the Vice President says she had a, quote, frank and constructive conversation with Netanyahu, affirming Israel's right to defend itself, but also expressed deep concern about Gaza's humanitarian crisis. Now, these meetings that have been happening all week with the Prime Minister is in an attempt to gain American support for the country's war against Hamas. Israel's leader received a warm welcome when he addressed a joint session of Congress on Wednesday. During his speech, Netanyahu defended the war in Gaza and condemned American protesters. This, as thousands gathered at the nation's capital to condemn the war and the humanitarian crisis, some demonstrators clashing with police. Back inside the Capitol, Netanyahu praised both President Joe Biden and former President Donald Trump.
I thank President Biden for his heartfelt support for Israel after the savage attack on October 7th, and he came to Israel to stand with us during our darkest hour, a visit that will never be forgotten. I also want to thank President Trump for all the things he did for Israel, from recognizing Israel's sovereignty over the Golan Heights, to confronting Iran's aggression, to recognizing Jerusalem as our capital and moving the American embassy there.
We want to continue our live team coverage this morning with our Caleb Califano live at the Palm Beach County Convention Center in West Palm Beach. Caleb, once Donald Trump finishes up his meeting here with Israel's Prime Minister, he will be heading to an event there in West Palm Beach later on tonight.
Natalie, that's right. Trump plans to speak here at the Palm Beach County Convention Center later tonight around 8 o'clock. Now, he will be the special guest speaker for the Believers Summit, which is a 3-day Christian conference hosted by Turning Point Action, which brings in faith leaders from across the country to give their perspective on America's current issues. Alongside Trump, Dr. Ben Carson, who worked with the Trump administration as Secretary of Housing and Urban Development, will also be speaking at the conference. After tonight, Trump plans to leave Florida and head to St. Cloud, Minnesota to hold a rally alongside Vice Presidential nominee J.D. Vance. That will be tomorrow at 7 p.m. Again, Trump plans to speak here tonight at the Convention Center at 8 o'clock. WPBF 25 News will be inside the Convention Center when the speech happens and will provide the latest updates later tonight. For now, we're live in West Palm Beach. Caleb Califano, WPBF 25 News.
Caleb, thank you so much. You can count on WPBF 25 for complete and timely coverage from Mar-a-Lago throughout the morning leading up to the Prime Minister's arrival here in South Florida. Stephen Taylor, right now it is quiet out here. Like we said, we have seen law enforcement making their way up and down Southern Boulevard. We see the boats here in the water, but as it gets closer to 11 o'clock, we are expecting that security to be ramped up and, of course, large crowds to start gathering here along Southern Boulevard. We're live outside Mar-a-Lago this morning. We'll send it back over to you.
Nathalie, thank you. A high-profile visit right here in our backyard. We know you'll stay on top of it.